Donald Trump's government shutdown is already hurting Mississippi. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I don't want y'all out here being misled by him and others about who's responsible for this shit. Okay? It's Trump and Republicans who are responsible for this shit. And it's already hurting Mississippi. So let's talk about it. God damn it. I'm gonna read to y'all today, goddamn it. Okay? You can sit back and relax and let your homeboy first read to you. Because I want you to hear this. All right. But before I do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, put all your people on it. Also, feel free to join the channel. All I gotta do is click that little button right there. It should be somewhere underneath the video. Click that button, y'all. Join the channel, become a member, so you can have all rights and privileges of any other members. You feel me? Let's get into this shit. All right. Real shit going on. And I want y'all to be goddamn aware. All right. Now, this article that I'm going to read to y'all comes from Mississippi Today. I think y'all should download that. They do good work at Mississippi Today. All right. The heading says Mississippi Health Department memo warns of furloughs and program delays as federal shutdown continues. All right. And this article is by Sophia Paffenroth and Michael Goldberg. And this was published on October 3rd. All right. It says funding for federal programs administered by the state health department could dry up and employees could be furloughed, says a memo sent to department employees and obtained by Mississippi Today. While the department told the news outlet no furloughs had been made yet, the memo circulated as an unspecified number of state health department contract employees were ordered to stop working this week because of a federal government shutdown. So you already got some people being ordered to stop fucking working because of this Trump shutdown. All right, it continues. The agency's dependence on federal funds forced it to issue stop work orders to contract employees across the agency, Health Department spokesperson Greg Flynn said. The employees were told to halt this week as their pay period ended and were notified their jobs and compensation would pause until the shutdown ended. Real people, real jobs, real money. I bet you these folks' bills ain't gonna stop coming in. I bet you whatever service they provided ain't gonna stop being needed. We talking about the motherfucking state health department in what's routinely the sickest state in America. Come on, man. It continues. Dr. Dan Edney, the state health officer, sent a department-wide memo Wednesday after the federal government shutdown. Congress remains at loggerheads over government funding legislation as Republicans and Democrats dig in for a prolonged fight. President Donald Trump has ready plans to unleash layoffs and cuts across the federal government. See what he finna do is let that goddamn that some bitch that was mainly over Project 2025. You know what I'm talking about? He gonna let that man just do what he really wanted to do is shrink the federal government by firing people. Yeah, y'all see how this motherfucker just floated that shit out there? He said the guy's name and then he said that he was of Project 2025 fame. Some folk out there just believed him because he said he had never heard of Project 2025. Stop it. Come on, man. Come on. It continues. Edney's memo said federally funded programs could experience delays in reimbursement, grant drawdowns, or new obligations. The health department receives 80% of its funding from the federal government. 80% of Mississippi's state health department, 80% of the budget, 80% of the funding, I should say, comes from the motherfucking federal government. With that money impacting a wide range of programs. One such program is the Women, Infants, and Children's Nutrition Program. WIC. Ever heard of it? If you're a motherfucker from struggle, you've heard of that. I've heard of it. You know what I'm talking about? Sure enough, know a lot about it. And I ain't the only one. And it ain't just black folks that know a lot about it either. Shit. It's described here as a supplemental food program for new moms and young children. That program and other essential services will continue for as long as possible, the memo said. It is unclear whether the department will need to make additional cuts to free funds to maintain these programs. Aetna said in the memo Wednesday that the department might issue furloughs, temporary unpaid leave, if the shutdown drags on. Flynn told Mississippi Today there is a plan in place specifying which employees will be the first to be furloughed, but the plan hasn't been implemented. Here's the quote. Whether they become necessary depends on the federal government's funding decisions in the coming days, Edney wrote in his memo. We are reviewing all available funding sources and will notify any impacted employees directly if furloughs are required. In addition to potential furloughs related to the government shutdown, the health department has already fired employees this week. Real lives, real jobs lost, real money gone. Come on, man. On Thursday, Mississippi Today reported that the health department fired at least 10 people from jobs dealing with preventive health and elimination of health disparities. Don't those things sound like some shit we need here in Mississippi? A department spokesperson said personnel adjustments were made in response to uncertainty around federal funding. A person outside the department who was briefed on the firings and spoke to Mississippi Today under condition of anonymity to discuss internal agency decisions said those layoffs were partially in response to issues outlined in a report published by state auditor Shad White. That motherfucker. Don't let him coming for Brett Favre fool y'all. That motherfucker is a motherfucker. A person who wants to be governor one day. That's what he wants. The report alleged the health department failed to properly monitor taxpayer funds directed to the Office of Preventive Health and Health Equity. U.S. senators were headed back to the Capitol on Friday for another vote on government funding, but there has been no sign of any real progress toward ending their standoff. Democrats are demanding, here we go now, pay attention to this shit now. Democrats are demanding that Congress extend health care benefits. That's what the Democratic Party is fighting for in this government shutdown showdown. Okay, let's repeat this. Facts only. Democrats are demanding that Congress extend health care benefits, while Republicans are trying to wear them down with day after day voting on a House-passed bill that would reopen the government temporarily, mostly at current spending levels. These motherfuckers fighting for your health care. And Republicans don't want to budge on that. And that's why the goddamn government is shut down. Let's be more specific about what's being fought over, okay? The main point, and this is from the article, the main point of contention between parties is the expiration of Biden-era subsidies that are making health insurance more affordable for millions of Americans. If they are not renewed, premiums on marketplace insurance plans will more than double next year. I have a marketplace insurance plan. I'm a businessman, an entrepreneur. Most Americans get their health insurance through their employers. I am my motherfucking employer. I am. Okay? And so I get my insurance through the marketplace. The healthcare marketplace that was created because of the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. And I'm one of many. And it ain't just black people getting their health insurance through the marketplace. And it's already hard enough because so many motherfuckers don't want to take the shit because of you live in a conservative red state like Mississippi, and them bastards just hate Barack Obama so much that they don't want to even fuck with any insurance that is purchased through that marketplace. So it's hard enough already. But now if these subsidies go away, people like me gonna see our health insurance plans possibly more than double next year based on estimates. That's what the Democratic Party is fighting for. That's why it pisses me off so much when I hear some of my liberal, so-called liberal allies out here act like the Democratic Party has forgotten about the working class man and woman. Bullshit! The working class man and woman, the main ones need this shit. And more. This shit continues. It says Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock of Georgia has been vocal on social media about the cost increases for his constituents. In one of his posts, he said the monthly cost for a family of four insured by Anthem would rise from $559 in 2025 to a staggering, I'm adding staggering in there, but it's just staggering, $2,131 a month in 2026. Hold on. I had to show y'all this shit. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Take a look at it. Y'all see what he said? Let me get the goddamn banner out the way for you. Look at that. This is a post from Senator Warnock. It says, here are the lowest cost insurance options for a small business owner and family of four in Chatham County, 2025 versus 2026. I'm a small business owner. I got a family of four. I live in Mississippi instead of Georgia, but I feel this shit. Look at it, almost $20,000 more per year, and it was already way too expensive to begin with. He ain't lying. Motherfucker think we just out here freeloading or some shit. Bullshit. Me and my wife pay for our health insurance and my children's health insurance and dental insurance. We pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But look at he finishes it by saying, this is not business as usual. We have to stop the Republican cuts to health care. I'm with you. I am with you, Senator Warnock. I better stop letting these folks play in your face. Like these motherfuckers I'm about to mention next. As the article continues, it says Mississippi's Republican senators Roger Wicker and Cindy Hyde Smith have blamed the shutdown on Democrats and said it would damage the country's national security interests. All y'all got to do is stop the bullshit with the healthcare shit. Stop it. You know motherfucking well your constituents need it, but you know you can manipulate them with all the cultural shit. It continues. Senate Republican leadership has balked at renewing the healthcare subsidies with the government funding legislation, saying it should be considered in a separate measure, if at all. Now y'all want to do shit separately. Now that goddamn so-called big beautiful bill, y'all want to just throw everything in one thing. Now y'all want to do separate shit. Shut the fuck up. And I like how Mississippi Today make sure they put in there, if at all, because they really don't want to fuck with them subsidies anyway. They want to cut your damn health insurance subsidies so they can goddamn give tax breaks to these billionaires and shit, and so they can bail out the farmers who voted for Trump and who are hurt by Trump's tariffs. Come on, bro. The fuck out of here. And check out y'all boy Trump. In an unprecedented move, the Trump administration has used government websites to pin blame on Democrats. A banner across the website of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development says, quote unquote, the radical left in Congress shut down the government. HUD will use available resources to help Americans in need. That is a fucking crime. From what I've heard from legal minds, that's a violation of the motherfucking Hatch Act. Something that's basically saying you ain't supposed to politicize shit like that on a government website. Motherfucker break the law every day and just get away with it. The article closes. In his memo, Edna said the health department will work to protect staff members and the work they do. Here's a quote. We understand that this uncertainty is difficult, Edna wrote. This is the first time a federal shutdown has affected our agency, and we are committed to managing the situation with as little disruption as possible. So there you have it. That's just one way that the government shutdown has already affected Mississippi. I'm sure there are others or will be others. But I just wanted to read that to y'all so y'all know what the fuck is going on. And so you know who to properly blame. And so your ass knows how to vote when you get a chance to. Put it on some. I appreciate you watching. I think you'll enjoy these other videos too. So check them out now.